What's happening? It's your man Valentine, baby. We coming from on the grind. This is now the special occasion here. Speaking about strange bedfellows, man. I'm sitting next to the light heavyweight champion, Junior Moar. Man, what's happening, man?
Not much, brother.
How you doing, man?
Hey,
man, it's all good, man.
But no, just getting rehydrated up here after making weight at the weigh-in this evening. So basically, that's why we're laying in this bed.
This is my first bed interview, y'all. But if there's anybody to be next to, this is my man.
Yeah.
Man, so how hard has it been to get to where you at right now, man?
You know, it's been a very difficult road to get where I'm at. You know, I went through a lot of hardships and stuff in my personal life. You know, I've been in prison. I spent 4 years in prison, and I spent about 27 months of the 4 years in solitary confinement. So basically, I had a lot of time to think about my life and you know, basically the time that I was wasting away from my boxing career. And I was an elite amateur boxer at one time, and you know, I was a Canadian champion at a very young age, and basically nobody prepared me for all the things that were going to come along with that, and with the publicity and the notoriety of being a professional athlete. And it came all really fast, and it really went to my head, and I stopped working hard and training hard, and it all went downhill very fast.
I mean, there's a lot of young kids out there looking at you right now, and they're understanding that this is, I mean, there's some hardship that goes into this boxing thing, man. It's just not a bed of roses all the time.
No, absolutely not. You know, a lot of, you know, I had to cut lots of weight to make the weight tonight, and, you know, as I'm getting IV'd back up here, you know, it's not easy, as you can see. You know, we had some situations that I went through here tonight, but no pain, no gain. You know, I really truly believe you work hard, the fight's easy, and hopefully I can showcase my talents tomorrow night and get the victory.
Oh, we know that's going to happen. Now, how long have you been training for this fight?
I trained about 8 weeks for this fight. I have, you know, I've had 150 amateur boxing fights and now 10, 11 professional fights, you know, so I've come to know my body pretty well. And, you know, I like to prepare about 8 weeks for a professional boxing fight, especially fighting 10 rounds. It's pretty much half an hour of fighting, so it's going to be a test of my endurance. And but I'm a long distance fighter. Some people are, you know, like Mike Tyson was a very short distance fighter, where you know, he is short and explosive. Me, I can go for a long time. You know what I mean? I'm more of a long distance guy instead of the short and explosive guy.
Right. Now, how much you know about the guy you're fighting?
I know him very well, actually. You know, he's a world-class boxer. I'm going to have my hands full. It's not going to be easy.
Yeah.
And I know he's come to fight, and he fought it for a Canadian title not too long ago, and he wasn't very successful. But you know, he went the distance, so he can go 10 rounds. And I know he's come to fight, and he's done all his hard work. So it's just going to be the best man win tomorrow night.
Nice. Now, when you start preparing for fights like this, do you watch video, or do you just know the fighter?
Well, you know what? Yeah, you know, especially at this stage of the game, when you're fighting world class fighters, you know, you try to get any edge any way you can. So we try to get a lot of footage on him, you know, throughout his professional career and stuff. And so I worked with one of his amateur and professional coaches named Kevin Howard.
Okay.
He's was down at our gym, and he gave me a bunch of tapes on him, because he basically, you know, taught him everything he knows. So it was good to get some good insight from him, and some good feedback, and he helped me prepare for this fight as well. And so I'm very thankful for that. You know, try to get an edge anywhere I can, right?
Okay. Now, do you think he's doing the same thing for you?
Yeah, definitely. I heard him say at the weigh-in that he's been watching a lot of footage on me. You know, a lot of my fights are all on the internet, so he has the privilege of seeing that. Like, I've only had one fight on him on the internet to be able to watch, so I had to get, like I said, his former coach to give me some tape on him. So I was fortunate to do that, because, you know, he has the luxury of watching all my fights on TV or on the internet.
Now, you think that was on purpose, that he only put one up, or he only had one?
Yeah, you never know, right? You never really know. I don't really try to think too much about what he's doing, what he's going to do. You know, all I know is what I have to do as a professional boxer is come in prepared 110%, willing to go to 10 rounds, and that's all I can worry about.
Exactly. Now, and even with training, because some fighters only train for a certain amount of rounds.
Yeah.
Now, you train for 10.
Yeah.
So you're willing to go that half hour if you have to.
Oh yeah, definitely. You know, I always prepare for the full rounds because you know what, you never know when a knockout's going to come in. And every time that I try to knock somebody out, it never happens.
Right.
And when I'm not looking for the knockout, it happens. So you never know, right? You just try to prepare for the whole 10 rounds and make sure that I am able to go those 10 rounds because it is a grueling fight.
Exactly. Now, as a youngster,
yeah.
did you want to be a boxer as a youngster?
Unfortunately, my parents went through a divorce when I was about 10 years old, and I was a lead hockey player at that time in my life, and to play elite hockey at that stage in my life, it was about $2,000-$3,000 for registration.
Yeah.
You know, to play, and obviously with my parents having a divorce, and was with my mother at the time, she didn't get very much of income. We were on welfare at that time, so. She basically took me down to the gym boxing, and my older brothers basically took me down there, and I started training. And my first day, I had my first sparring session on my first day, and the coach said to me, "Can you fight at the end of the month?" And I was like, "Wow, okay." You know, so I basically found something that I really loved, and I really liked the fact that I didn't have to rely on my teammates to help me win my fight. You know.
Oh, nice. Now, who are your coaches?
I have a few coaches that help me. Manny Sobral is my manager and sometimes trainer, and Sam Shepard, who's my boxing coach. I have a guy named Mike Talek who does strength and conditioning with me,
right.
And another guy that does strength and conditioning with me. His name is Tom Taylor. He's a new addition to my team, but you know, always willing to learn. You never can say that you know everything in the sport because there's always something to learn. So I try to take something from everybody and apply it to my trade.
Right. Now, how long do you strength train for a fight like this, or do you just do more endurance?
You know what, I try to build up a lot of muscle endurance as well, but strength training is very important as well because, you know, it's a physical game, you know what I mean? And so, you know, if you can have the right training and the right preparation, it just makes that fight that much easier. And you know what, you go into the ring with a sense of confidence, knowing that I did the miles, I did all the strength training, I did all the boxing, all the sparring, and then you're not going into the ring. And I've had experiences with having 150 amateur fights where I didn't prepare properly, and I remember how I was walking into the ring going, maybe I should have ran, maybe I should have, you know, you don't want to be saying that at that time when you're walking into the ring, you know what I mean, because you've already lost the battle, you know. So that's why I leave nothing, you know, no rock unturned. I train as hard as I can so that I can come in and give the fans a good fight, because I'm a boxing fan as well, and I hate when guys don't bring it and they don't fight and lay it all in the line. So that's what I try to do every time.
Nice. Now, who's the guy you took the title from?
I took this guy named Abdullah Ramadan. He was here in 2009, and unfortunately, the reason why I didn't put my name here on this belt was because I won the bout by low blows.
Ladies and gentlemen, here to present the Canadian Light Heavyweight title belt will be Eric Hunter from the Canadian Professional Boxing Federation. This bout has been stopped at 38 seconds of the 6th round. Due to low blows, referee Bob Howard has disqualified Ramadan, making your winner and new Canadian Light Heavyweight Champion, Junior, the real deal, Moar!
He basically started throwing low blows at me and got himself disqualified so that, you know, the fight was going to be stopped. Instead of losing it, you know, by knockout, he could say, "Oh, I got disqualified." So hopefully after tomorrow night, I'll be able to stamp my name on this belt and say it's mine.
We should stamp it on there right now. It's gonna be all good.
Yeah, you know, but that's just a little thing that I have. So hopefully things go well tomorrow night, and I'm sure they will.
Now, after this fight, Ramadan.
Yeah.
Have you ever thought about fighting him again?
No, I never thought about fighting him again, just because I know what the outcome was going to be. He was just taking the fast road out.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So hopefully I have another big opportunity. Like I said, I don't like to look too much forward, but if I can win this fight, I have an opportunity to fight a fellow by the name of Fernando Vargas.
Yes.
Mosley. He's one of the best fighters out there, and he's coming back, and they basically are having a look at me to be his next opponent down in California. So hopefully I'm successful, and maybe I can be that guy.
Why don't they bring him to the River Rock? What's the deal?
Yeah, that would be great too.
I mean, hey,
yeah,
man, we all want to see that.
Yeah, I know.
So, man,
so hopefully it'll be on Showtime so everyone can watch it. Or
hey, I'm thinking about that right now. I'm thinking, you think about something like that, and you like, yeah, because this is the guy. Just lead me to my next question about, is there somebody out there that you think that you want to fight?
Yeah, he's one of them, and definitely, I don't like to think, like I said, too far ahead, but, with all these incentives coming into play, it makes you want it that much more. So I think that's what it's done, is make me want this that much more, and hopefully that's what I'm going to do.
Right. Now, this is like a family affair.
Yeah.
With this boxing thing,
man,
yeah, because everybody in your family is involved in boxing.
Definitely, yeah. I got about 30 family members sitting over at a restaurant right now. I'm supposed to be eating dinner with them, but unfortunately, I got to get rehydrated first.
Hey, man, this is most important.
We'll have an after party after the fight, and then we'll celebrate then. So
there you go.
Yeah.
When you're in boxing, you get hurt.
Yeah.
How do you stay away from injuries?
Well, they come and go, right? Now I'm 32 years old, I do definitely get a lot more injuries than I used to.
Yeah.
So, my time in the sport of boxing is not going to be too much long. I don't want to be in this sport too much longer, because it takes a lot. I had my nose broken 4 times, eyes cut left and right, It's just unbelievable punishment you take in the ring. And it's not like mixed martial arts where you can take the guy down for a little while, to stop taking some of the blows. It's constant blows to the head, so it's definitely something that you don't want to do for too long. And I have a beautiful daughter who I want to be a great father to, and it's really hard to go to the gym every night and be away from her when she's crying for you.
Yeah, exactly.
So definitely want to make sure I get it all in while I'm young.
What kind of obstacles have you had to overcome to be at this point right now?
I've personal obstacles. I've had so many, and that's where I get a lot of my strength from. Is what doesn't break you makes you stronger. And I faced a tough personal loss when I lost my younger brother, who passed away from leukemia at 20 years old. Like, those kinds of things just make me live my life to the fullest, and live my life that much stronger and harder to make sure I can capitalize on my opportunities here, and make the best of the situation. Like, you only live once, and you're only young for a little while. So
exactly.
I definitely want to capitalize on my opportunities as I get a little bit older.
Okay. And sacrifices, because we know there's some big sacrifices you got to make when you have to be a boxer.
Yeah, definitely. Like I said, for one, just being away from my daughter, for one, that's very difficult, leaving her every night to go to the gym, and, away from my family. I moved out here to Vancouver to pursue my professional boxing career.
Yeah.
And, and my father is sick with cancer at home, so it's really hard for me to be away from all that and, be out here pursuing my career. But they're very understanding and very supportive of me, and I'm very grateful for that.
What kind of legacy do you want to leave in the sport of boxing?
I want to just leave that, basically whatever you do is like, I have so many young kids that look up to me nowadays, and I just tell them, whatever you do, be the best at it, give it 110%, whatever you do in your life. If you're going to wash dishes, I used to want to wash the best dishes, I compete with my brother, I compete all the time, just always giving it 110%. That's all I can say you can do, because there's times where I've walked away from the ring and I know I had more to give, and I didn't give it. So thankfully I've had a long career where I've been able to, go back and say, you know what, I'm going to give it 110% this time, because I know last time I didn't. So, and I don't want to live life like that, being 40 years old, going, oh, I wonder if I should go back to the sport of boxing and maybe give it another go. I want to leave it all now, you know what I mean? And I had a real honor of meeting Mickey Ward tonight, and just how he told me, just leave it all in the ring, is basically what he told me, and that's what I plan to do.
Nice. There are young people out there trying to do what you do.
Yeah.
But not getting no love from nobody.
Yeah.
What can you tell them to inspire them to stay on the grind?
Basically, you just got to, stay focused on your goals, what you want to accomplish in life. And to tell you the truth, I didn't think I was going to be here either at this point in my life. I never thought I'd be a Canadian champion. I never thought I was going to be so many young adults or young individuals looking up to me and being a role model. I never thought these things were going to happen. All I wanted when I was sitting in prison was just another opportunity to box again, because I knew that I never gave it all 110% when I was a young amateur boxer. And so I said to myself that if I ever go back to boxing, all I want to do is give it 110% and see what happens. And I'm giving 110%, and I'm moving on to bigger and better things. I got a beautiful Canadian Championship belt here, got a beautiful family, beautiful wife and beautiful daughter, and it just never stops. It just keeps on going. As long as you give your honest effort 110%, good things will happen, and that's what I truly believe. Thank you, brother.
I truly believe that too, man, because that's how it is.
Yeah, that's right.
I'm your man, Valentine.
Thank you,
This is my man, Junior Moore.
Thank you.
If you think it's your time to shine, you need to get on the ground with your man, Valentine, baby. Junior Moore.
Yeah.
Light heavyweight champion.
Right on, brother.
Man,
thank you, man.
That's what I'm talking about.
Yeah.
light heavyweight champion, Junior, the real deal, Moar!
You hear what I said? I said, don't lose a point.
Good job, buddy. Good
I just
job.
want you to know. Because they're saying,
Ladies and gentlemen, after buying a ticket for a championship fight, do you feel like you got your money's worth tonight? After 10 rounds of Canadian Championship action, the judges have come to a decision. Judge Havana scores it 96-94. Judge Garner scores it 97-93. Judge O'Donnell scores it 96-95 for your winner by unanimous decision, and still Please, ladies and gentlemen, keep it going for a very worthy contender, Michael Walchuk. Enjoy the rest of your evening, ladies and gentlemen. Feel free to enjoy the amenities of the casino on the way out. And remember, our speaking word will be available for photographs at the casino entrance.
I'd just like to say thank you. It was a sold-out crowd tonight, and every time you come watch me fight, I'm gonna lay it all on the line every fucking time. So thank you very much. Come, guys.
All right! Yeah! What time is it? Junior time! What time is it? Junior time!
All right, guys.
All right!
We're good.
Yeah!
Inspirational story. Look up to you, man.
Junior! Arnie!
Get you autograph our drums.
Where's Daryl?
Nelson.
Where's Daryl?
Junior Moore put on a show for everybody tonight in River Rock, yo. It was crazy. Unanimous decision.
Come on, Sam.
He was dope. He put on a nice show. Left, right, left. It was beautiful.
Rose amongst us. If it doesn't work, you're dead meat.
That was awesome, man.
Oh, actually, right-handed broke the leg.
He's the guy.
Yeah. That's why I was having a hard time cracking.
Yo, light heavyweight champion, man. What do you feel like?
I feel like $1 million right now, you know?
Man, you hear us all yelling, it was your time.
Yeah, that's right, man.
It was your time, man.
Yeah.
It was a nice fight, man, because you put on the show. What do you think?
I feel great, man.
What's that? What happens now?
Pardon me?
What happens now?
I don't know, man. You're gonna have to ask Manny Sober what's next, but you know, I'm just gonna enjoy the victory and get back in the gym next week. So you know,
Nice.
Yeah.
That's all we want. We don't want to do no more. That's my man, Junior Moore. On the grind.
On the grind, baby. On the grind.
On the grind, baby. That's what we're talking about. Nice, man.
So thanks for the support, guys.
Man, you know that. That's good, man. I told you, we feel love right here, man.
Yeah,
that's what
right,
it's about. That's what it's about.
Death, this guy was so nice.
That's what I'm saying. If you
I couldn't hear much
2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1. 2, 3, 2, come
Yeah,
on.
well, thanks, guys, man.
Hey,
Thanks.
man.
You have a good night, brother.
Now what you gonna do about the hand?
I don't know. I gotta go get it looked at right now.
Yeah?
Yeah.
What does it feel like?
I just feel I couldn't really hit like I wanted. Those gloves are like you feel everything through those gloves, man.
Yeah.
You know, so it was hurt my hand every time I cracked them, right? Yeah.
He finished
So-
the fight.
Fifth round.
Yeah, exactly.
5th round.
How do you know?
Because I know.
Yeah, exactly where it broke, man.
Because I'm thinking,
5th round. Yeah, around there.
When you start picking it up?
Yeah, you know. But I was just not.
You heard him around then too.
Yeah.
because I think that round you threw more left hooks.
Yeah, but it was a good fight, though, man.
It was a good fight.
Yeah, tough guy, you know what I mean?
Hey.
In the fight, too, you know what I mean?
You can't
give him all the respect.
You
in the world.
can't beat somebody in their own home unless you actually knock them out. So all these other cats down here chill. Oh, whoa, get this guy. I'm like, look, you gotta beat him, man.
Yeah, you can't run around the ring, man.
You gotta dance around the ring.
Fight a real fight.
Exactly.
You can win on somebody's home turf, but you gotta fight a real fight.
You gotta fight. All
You
he
gotta
did
fight.
was
You
he
don't
ran.
pitter patter and run.
He ran.
Yeah.
He tried to hit you
cut
with that
off your-
crazy haymaker. I was going, man, jump back and come over top.
I mean, that's what I should have did, man. You know what I mean?
So in the middle of the whole thing,
Yeah.
you thinking about that? No. You thinking, I'm gonna get out the way.
Yeah,
Thank you.
beautiful work.
Thank you.
The lion against the
Couldn't do it without
Yeah.
you guys screaming at
Exactly.
me.
Lions eat cheetahs, though.
Yeah, you were marvelous.
Lions eat cheetahs, man. Especially, hey, you know that. You got to watch that documentary, man.
Perfect. Here's a shot.
I saw the same one. Unanimous
We
decision.
want to get his mother on the phone.
Yeah, it was a good fight, you know, but I got the best of him, so that's all that counts.
No doubt.
What?
That's awesome.
Yeah. Absolutely.
Man, this is his mom. Can you imagine? His mom's calling. See that?
What's that on the floor?
That's what I'm talking about.
Yeah.